see. We're
That's
live.
a good question.
We're live. I check my policy. I'm live. All right, we're live on both Rumble and simultaneously podcasting on YouTube.
Wow.
4 seconds.
Wait, both of them starting at the same time?
No. Rumble's 20 seconds in, while YouTube's only 8.
Well, okay.
What can I say? I guess someone missed the chat. I'm looking at the comments already. But I got my back turned to the computer, so I can't read the comments. Scott Adams was smart enough to have he does his script on a computer, so he can have a little window over here. I can't have a little window over here. It's just not going to work.
What's the comment? Anything?
Oh, I missed the chat.
Oh.
Let's see. Well, let's get this somewhat organized. We will have a major organizational problem because in the writing, I have laid out what's going to happen in December. And there are a lot of jokes I still have to write to fill in the gaps in between. All right, so snow day. And plus, I'm going to have this one, which I'll tell you later. That's going to screw up my scheduling royally.
That's something you want.
I'm just looking for trouble. Let's just get this in order first, and I'll explain the trouble I'm looking for. What variety of trouble are we looking for this year? And this one has no date on it. This one has no date on it. It can go anywhere, though. This can go anywhere. This has in with the storyline of Dino getting fired. Oh, yeah, Dino's going to get fired.
Spoiler.
For Christmas. All right, let's start. I guess the best way to begin this is starting with this mess. We celebrate a couple of holidays around here, amongst them being April Fool's Day, the most important one. Halloween, strangely, the second most important one. Christmas, of course, which should be the first most important one. But we have a fourth holiday, which we call the first snow day, or Let It Snow Day around here. As we don't have to shovel snow anymore, we can sit and look at it outside our windows as it beautifully cascades down, and we have no worries in the world.
It's so pretty.
Is the roof going to leak? I don't know. I don't care. Is the cellar going to flood? I don't know. I don't care. Do we have to shovel the walkway? Maybe put down some special ice so the doggy's paws of our neighbor doesn't get salt.
Who cares? Salt in there.
I was thinking high sodium levels.
Oh.
No, we don't have to worry about any of that crap. So in celebration of the first snow day, we've got this comic strip. So the animals are frolicking in the snow. Cops get snowballs thrown at them. The animals run away while Fido laterals a snowball to Dino. And then the cops catch up to Dino. This is our first snow day in the city. And when it does come in real life, I will have to interrupt everything and toss that one in its place to celebrate the first snow day. So now that kind of affects this well thought out schedule that I have of what's going to happen, what goes when and where. So I'm going to put this aside. Hey, Chief Colors, can you toss this someplace safe where I don't have to worry about it? I really don't have room yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's what the Chief Colorist hath wrought. This is Monday the 9th. Felicia tears down Fido's Beware a Dog sign. Hey, that's my sign. Now, how will people know to fear me? He thinks about it for a second, and then, you're next, as if he had torn the sign down. So that one's been recorded. Actually, yeah, that's ready to go into the files. All right, we have Tuesday, the 10th, next day. Officials say 12 people were injured. That's horrible. Any dogs? They don't say. Kind of an important detail for them to miss, don't you think? Any cats? That would be good news. Humans only report bad news. Oh, there's the 10th. Side of the Chief Colorist. Here's the 11th. Bo's just waking up in the morning, and the dog and cat are fighting. They're having breakfast. Dog and cat are fighting. They're leaving for the day. Dog and cat are fighting. Are you two done fighting? We're off duty until the humans come home. Why fight if you don't have an audience? All right, put that aside. Now, this one goes to the chief colorist for her to do some work on it today. This is Thursday the 12th. Fido, and this is Catherine, the crazy cat lady who's moved in downstairs. How many cats do you... Oh, I should point out that that's Closet Cat and Felicia going upstairs behind them. How many cats do you own? Only 63 now since Patches escaped last night. So you have room for a few more. And he's thinking about Closet Cat and Fido. And Felicia. There's always room in my heart. There's always room for more in my heart. There we go. Got that line out. So Closet Cat and Felicia run out to capture Patches. We got Patches right here. Let me go. Just get yourself back in there. Got his arm twisted up behind his back there. And later in the night, we have Bogash and Fido alone at the dinner table. Where are Felicia and Closet Cat? Stringing barbed wire and building a guard tower out back so that no cats will escape. All right, let's give that one to the chief colorist for her to do her work. And okay. Here is the next day, Saturday. We still have to do the finished inking on this. And it's the dirty one, actually. Bogash, the waitress, Dino, and Fido are having dinner at a sit-down booth restaurant. Waitress, your thumb was in my cheese dip. Oh, sorry. And Fido grabs the hand. I got it. And starts sucking on the thumb. The waitress chooses to say, oh, isn't that cute? Because a dog can get away with anything. Dino says, you dribbled something on your shirt. I got it.
You're buffering a lot. Do you think you're recording?
Well, I've seen this before. This is just that buffer on our live over here. That's our internet, believe it or not. It's going up pretty well as far as I can tell on both YouTube and Rumble. So maybe the replay will be better than the live. All right, there's Saturday. I'm going to give this. Nope, I'm not going to give this to chief colorist. That goes up in the magnets because we've got to work on it. Now this one, the Monday, goes to the chief colorist. It's actually, no, I erased it. This is not going to be the Monday. I don't have a date for this because I've got to slot this into the storyline, which I'll explain later. Dino's drinking a beer on duty. Ding-a-ling-ding, ding-a-ling, and Cat Boss walks up and, thank you for this little gift, Mia. A bell. How charming, she belled the cat. Thanks. The joke being she put a bell on. So I'll save that for a second and explain what's going on with the damn storyline. This one we still have to do the finished penciling on. I just drew this last night. Drew like 5 or 6 of them last night. It was silly. Fido and Closet Cat are playing chess. Felicia's just walking by. The opening is your most important move in chess. I'll move this pawn. Oh, not a good move. My queen teleports here. Checkmate. I didn't see that one coming. You're good. Well, dogs are smarter than cats. Felicia's witnessing this whole thing, looking at him with absolute contempt. Or tricking the poor young cat. All right, put that aside. Another one that can go anywhere. We have Fido and a new character, which I haven't given a name to yet. And he asks the new character, are black cats really bad luck? This is my owner, points out Catherine. I live with 63 other cats. The whole scene of cats he's walking through. So just being a cat is bad luck. Around here, yeah. All right. This is the one that works with the story. So I'm going to pull this out again. I think this should be Thursday. Maybe right here. Thursday the 19th. It fit best. So this could be the Friday, which is Friday in the bar. And that carries on our storyline. Dino has been drinking on duty, Bogash. Oh, sorry, this is the cat boss saying this. Dino has been drinking on duty, Bogash. Fire him. He's my best friend. I can't do that. Want me to do it? I shall not be gentle. Oh, okay, I got it. And Dino, you're fired. Does that mean I have to leave the bar? Oh, so yeah, it's Thursday and Friday. And then we can make this Saturday. Actually, that works out pretty well. And then we can do the entire week. Yeah, all right. I'm going to write that in so I remember. Thursday, 12/19. Should have done this easy bit of accounting myself last night, but I figured I'd save it so I'd have something to do here. 12, 20, 24. And then this one will be the Saturday. That's kind of works for a Saturday. The closet cat is dressed up as, no, sorry. Cat boss is dressed up as Santa. Something like that. Yeah. Little jolly red suit. With the holiday season coming, I thought I would spread some Christmas joy. Everybody, come with me. And he goes to the door, to Dino's door. Dino, who has been fired, is at home, still in his underwear and t-shirt. Dino, you're still fired. Of course, I meant joy to me. So that will be the Saturday. This works out. Saturday, 12/21. Yeah.
I truly need your help.
Oh, no.
Moving never survives.
Okay, well, we lost the chief colorist. He probably will not be returning for the remainder of the broadcast. All right, there is Saturday. So that worked out. So now the entire rest of the week, Christmas, the 23rd, 24th, 25th, we can just have the cat boss running around dressed as Santa Claus. And this one, walking down the street, there's a little kid with his family. The kid says, "Look, Mom, it's Santa." And then the cat boss says, "Have you been a good boy?" "Yes, I have, Santa." "Well, it doesn't matter. You're not getting anything." And as the kid's crying with his parents, he's walking away, probably talking to Bogash or somebody. "I just looked at his parents and used my best judgment." So we'll have to draw the parents looking as if they're less than prosperous. And that's the comic strip going up into Christmas. Most likely this will be the Monday, the 23rd. Which leaves me to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day comic strip, where which I may put Cat Boss in as Santa. Haven't written them yet. Okay, this one's going to go to the colorist. Let me get it off the board. What are we doing today? We can do finished penciling. We can do inking. That's an ink, finished pencil. Or we can do some rough penciling. Well, since I already got the pencil out, why don't we do the finished penciling on these suckers? Probably the one over there playing chess. I just have to get the emotions correct. I need to get Felicia here to be looking at him with complete disgust, and Fido just has the happy instigator he's always been. Yeah, perhaps the black cat one next. we can save the whole cat boss in the Santa suit, because I may change the design of the suit. I'm not sure. All right, that's that. Let's get our nice sharp pencil here, because otherwise it's pointless. That's great. Okay, talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I'm going to check on.
No, not yet.
Oh, never mind. I was going to check on the Chief Color's progress. Well, what do we do while we're waiting here? Elon Musk buying MSNBC? A difficult feat because it isn't for sale. Biggest thing online these days. Oh, Elon is going to buy MSNBC. No, that's not what's going to happen. See, Comcast will spin off unprofitable divisions into a new loser division that they'll overvalue and split the existing stock amongst the current stock holders and just screwing everyone over. So, Elon can't just walk in there and, buy one horrible performing asset. They're just going to screw over the stockholders. I would not like to be a Comcast stockholder now. After this is done, Comcast is going to be great because they've gotten rid of all their dead weight. It's going to be a great stock to own. Nothing but profit. And after they get rid of the loser divisions, who the hell is going to pay Rachel Maddow's paycheck? How is she making so much with such a small audience? I think, Valiant Renegade called this a giant welfare checks to lefties who shape the news. Well, let's hope Rachel Maddow saves her money. Let's go to local news in Boston. This is from the AP. A handful of Massachusetts lawmakers are hoping to persuade their colleagues to support a proposal that would make the state the first to adopt a ban to eliminate the use of tobacco products over time. I think this one requires some help to finish. Other locations have weighed similar, quote, generational tobacco bans, which will phase out the use of tobacco products based not on just a person's age, but on birth year. The idea here is you don't let the kids ever buy tobacco after a certain age, and they'll never start up the habit, and therefore eventually people won't be selling tobacco anymore because all the customers are dead. This is the same. This is the same thing Cadillac used to keep people from buying their cars. The audience just died off. You give them an inch, they take a mile here in Massachusetts. It's hilarious. Under a Massachusetts law signed in 2018, the age to buy tobacco products. Anyway, the funny part comes right here at the end. The new proposal, which lawmakers plan to file next year, would expand the effort to curb smoking by gradually ending all sales of nicotine and tobacco products. If the bill is approved, young people not old enough to legally purchase nicotine and tobacco would never be lawfully able to purchase them in Massachusetts, thereby creating no more new users. It would not apply to marijuana, and the cutoff date would be adjusted when passed to ensure everyone aged 21 and above in time would not be affected. We don't want you smoking tobacco, but go right ahead, kid. Toke up. My state has gone mad. But you give them an inch, they take a mile. They know if they banned tobacco outright, it would just be another prohibition. People would smuggle it in. It'd be another thing for drug dealers to sell on the street. Continue with the local news. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren is worth how much? Grandma Liz Warren is, without a doubt, I had to add that part myself, a national presence. But how much is Oklahoma-born U.S. Senator from Massachusetts worth? According to CAKnowledge.com, Warren has a net worth of $67 million. The site cites Forbes as its source about Warren's wealth. Forbes pegged Warren's net worth at a paltry $12 million in 2019. Investments, book deals, pensions, royalties, real estate, and her U.S. Senate salary of $285,000. $285,000. So she makes $285,000, and she's able to make $12 million, and now she's worth. These numbers don't quite add up. Do you think? Oh, perish the thought. Do you think she might be corrupt? No, she's just a great investor. She buys when it's low and sells when it's high. It's not illegal for a congressman or a senator to be corrupt, by the way. Something that should be looked at. Perhaps we can change. Barney Frank famously, when he was running the last time, he's our congressman, who was our congressman. When he was running for his last time, he gave us his whole biography where he grew up poor. He had to work in the gas stations to pay his way through college. And then suddenly he says, I'm lending my campaign $1 million from my personal bank account. And Barney, how did you make $1 million? You're making $250,000 a year. And you've done nothing your entire life. You're living very expensively because we know where you're living now, and that your house in Washington was being used as a bordello by your boyfriend, and then you got another place up in New Hampshire and another place over here. Now, how'd you earn this money, Barney? He was corrupt. Past time. Well, you know what Barney is now? Barney's working for, Barney is on the board of that, was on the board of that savings and loan that went under in Silicon Valley. So, surprise, surprise, the guy who's from the banking committee, who made himself a multimillionaire as a congressman, goes right to work on the board of a bank, having done nothing his entire life but be a congressman. And that bank goes under. Big surprise. I thought this was funny. The mayor of Denver, Colorado, Mike Johnson, said that he's willing to go to jail to prevent the new border czar from deporting any illegal aliens. And new border czar's quote is, looks like him and I have something in common. He's willing to go to jail, and I'm willing to put him there. I thought that was funny. Moana 2 has just passed Wicked in sales, and views at the theater. Big surprise. Everyone thought Wicked would be doing really well. I think it's the promotional tour where these two insufferable women are hanging all over each other and crying and kissing. But we got this beautiful Wicked bit of news. They have spent $400 million on promotion for Wicked, including what we see here. This is Alphaba at Target. Target's rebranding for Wicked. We'll get back to that in a second. So how is this movie ever going to make money? It's not. It costs $300 million to make the two films and $400 million for promotion. You're probably going to spend more to promote the second film. You made it impossible for you to make money on this film. Look at this. She's wearing like 14, 16-inch heels here, and she still seems to be short next to that Target car. That's funny. Target, maybe not a good idea to be branding yourself with witches. Just putting it out there. You have a bad history. That's the same photo. You have a bad history of dealing with satanic stuff. Do you think this is a good idea? That's probably why your stock is having its worst time in years, and why I was thinking, well, Target's problem is high prices, poor selection, understocked shelves, and the shoplifting. Over $1 billion in stolen merchandise. But well, I don't know. Perhaps Target can pray to their Lord Satan for deliverance. Not a good idea, Target. You probably should stay far away from the witches. All right, let's get rid of Target. Hopefully, we'll never have to talk about Target again because they're going to be out of business soon. How you doing out there, Chief Colorist? Oh, she's all set. Everyone, topic of discussion, would you ever shop at Target? How you doing? Oh, I'm back finally. Hopefully there'll be no more interruptions. It reminds me of the early days of the podcast where I actually used to stop and go to the bathroom. And I would do really long Fido lives. Where? Are we going to get any work done today? Oh, I don't think so. No, I still have to find a piece of paper that I don't mind leaving on the desk. Let's see. Well, we're filling up our pipe here. Star Trek Strange New World actor Anson Mount declares, quote, "I am indeed a black man," and offers prayers to Satan in an insane election meltdown tweet. Well, that's interesting. I think we got a theme here. The Hollywood elite have been increasingly hostile on social media since the election of the Orange Man. Many in science fiction TV shows and movies have ranted, posting hateful and bigoted remarks against most Americans. But Anson Mount, who plays Captain Pike in Star Trek Strange New Worlds, has taken it to a new level, now announcing his Satan worship to try to lash out at conservatives.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know. I think he's being humorous. I don't think he's serious here. But let's carry on. Many Star Trek actors flounced to blue sky or threads, notably Robert Picardo and Jerry Ryan. That's too bad. I like 7 of 9.
You like Robert Picardo too, don't you? He
Well,
was the doctor, right?
yeah, he was the holographic doctor.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Jerry Ryan.
All right, sorry. What was I thinking?
I mean, they had to paint that uniform on her. Yeah.
Anyway.
You know, if I had thought of this, we would be looking at a picture of Jerry Ryan right now.
See? Missed your opportunity.
Who made a big deals out of their leaving the X platform, formerly known as Twitter, because they wanted to virtue signal against Elon Musk. George Takei, with a much larger X account than most actors because of his building up the platform through the posting of memes over the years, has dedicated himself to posting in multiple places, still doing his relentless, angry political takes that have made his account a lot less fun over the years. Oh my. One actor, though, seems to have lost his mind more than many others. Anson Mount is best known for his role in Star Trek Strange New Worlds and Western Hell on Wheels, but he seems to be trying to get a different reputation instead of the release of Season 3 Star Trek's latest offer. Yeah, let's put Anson Mount aside. I think Mr. Mount was just being humorous. I don't think he's crazy or anything like that. And speaking of which, Star Wars actor Mark Hamill announces quitting all social media. Healing takes time. Just after retreating to the Blue Sky Echo Chamber. And say, good career move.
Take as much time as
you want. And speaking of healing, I'm glad that Rob Reiner is working on his mental health.
Oh.
Rob Reiner checks himself into a facility over Trump election. Actor-director Robert Reiner checked himself into a facility today after a series of increasingly alarming blue sky posts. These blue skyers. In the wake of Donald Trump's election win. Reiner, who made a name for himself as character Mike Meathead Stivic on the sitcom All in the Family, has been taking the results of the 2024 U.S. presidential election. Has not been taking the results well. There we go. Hey, reading is fundamental. An outspoken Democrat and activist, Reiner engaged in a prolonged social media meltdown at the start of the election of the Orange Man. It was called.
Lose an interest there, honey?
Rob Reiner's high point in his life was when he got to play Meathead here on All of the Family. See, this is the Norman Lear age. NORMANLIER, whatever. It's the Norman Lear age of television. And so this is a great time for lefties, because back then they were right. They were, you were Norman Lear liberal. You're fighting against racism. You're fighting against injustice. Watergate, you're fighting against corruption. And Rob's father was one of the most successful, talented comedians of the golden age of television. So Rob obviously did not grow up wondering where his next meal was going to come from. So that engenders a lot of social guilt, and he wants to be right, as all men want to be right. So they got him young, and suddenly he thinks it's his job to be the lefty leader of Hollywood. And Mr. Reiner, it's not your job. Hopefully, common sense will eventually lead you into sanity. See, ironically, the people who fought for justice in the old days are now the same people who are responsible for racism, injustice, corruption themselves. It's a strange turn of events. I feel bad for Mr. Reiner. I hope he works on his mental health.
I I saw Sally Struthers in a brand new TV show.
Really? What's Sally Struthers doing these days?
There's a show with Ted Danson, and I forget what it's called now. I didn't want to watch it because it's a comedy, but it's a little too close to home. It's Ted Danson goes undercover at nursing homes, find out what's going on, and she's one of the nursing home residents.
Oh, I thought she'd be a nurse.
Sally Struthers.
I guess she's that old, huh?
Yeah.
Last I remember.
If Ted Danson is one of the patients, then Sally Struthers is definitely.
I'm sorry. The last I remember of Sally Struthers was when South Park did the parody of her, and she was played by Jabba the Hutt.
Oh. I never minded her. She's okay. But I was really surprised to see her because I didn't think she was acting anymore, but apparently she is. So
back in the day, Rush Limbaugh would say liberalism is a mental disorder. I hate that he uses the word liberalism. Let's just say far leftism. The lesson of the 20th century was that Marxism, communism, socialism does not work. Somehow this guy escaped the 20th century without getting the memo. Good luck, Rob. William Shatner, you remember he did last week, we did that nostalgic new Star Trek short honoring in Generation's 30th anniversary.
Which?
Where they showed Spock on his deathbed.
Yeah.
Kirk visited him.
It was okay, but it was
sucked.
like...
It sucked. But okay, all the Trekkies cried, but I didn't give a fuck about it. Hey, someone pointed out, where was Spock's sister, Michael Burnham, on the deathbed there? She wasn't. There were none of the Discovery cast were there. I guess they're all off in a different part of the universe, huh? Until they get rid of Alex Kurtzman and start making that kind of Star Trek again and not this kind of Star Trek, Paramount is not going to make a penny on this product. Oh, by the way, Star Trek, they fired Terry Matalas, who did Picard Season 3, and now Matalas has joined the Marvel Universe because Alex Kurtzman, the new Kevin Feige of Star Trek, oh no, the old Kevin Feige of Star Trek, didn't like him didn't like that Terry upstaged him by doing a better Star Trek show. What a petty piece of shit.
Here's the thing, though. It wasn't hard to do a better show.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to do a better show. We're going to have to say farewell to America's sweetheart, Brie Larson. Because after doing all this work on her body and transforming her ass into that, from that into that, all that hard work, she's given up and done a straight bob cut. I predict that her next film will be a serious bit of drama about how she's a serious woman now and no longer a sex symbol. Bree, you don't really have the face for this haircut. You get this big horse mouth that we hadn't noticed before because your hair isn't. Yeah, she looks rather equine here.
Nice.
With this messy, it's even messy. Usually back in the days when the girls would do the bob, they would either give themselves bangs or like put some product in there. So
it's literally called a messy bob.
Yeah, that's what it is. She needs a little bit less product than that. So farewell to America's sweetheart, Brie Larson. I hope people remember that I tried to help you, Bree. I tried to redesign your character, Captain Marvel, to look a little bit more like this picture. She should be wearing a bikini.
All right.
So, it looks like we're keeping Brie Larson here, unless there's something else to talk about. Certainly not Scott Adams, who says doing comics is a lonely one-person job. Hey, is this a lonely one-person job?
No.
You know, Scott, I think you're doing it wrong. Get the hell out of California. Maybe you'll be able to find a decent woman.
No.
All right, let's get most of Bree off the board. Which Bree are we going to stick with? Bree in the bikini? I always like this one.
Go figure.
Let's keep a few Brees on the table and we'll think about it. But, yeah. She doesn't have the face for that hairstyle. And you notice that the color, the photos released are carefully black and white. These are curated, and you very rarely see Brie Larson smile. See, this is the face of Brie Larson you usually see. You very rarely see it. She very rarely wears a shirt that shows her nipples. Let's get rid of those. We don't need those for television. Wow, this shirt is so sheer. She almost looks like she's topless. But yeah, the bizarre shoots were bizarre. And I think that's part of the bizarre thing. She's wearing a ring on this one. but nothing
my.
but nothing on the top. Yeah.
Nothing on top?
Well, she's got this very sheer garment on, and she's
holding.
doing this with her arms, so you
Gotcha.
can't see her goodies or baddies, whatever you want to call them. Oh, Bree. And look how she tried so hard worked on that. Look at those stomach muscles. Worked on that body, but then realized she's not going to be a sex symbol. So she went the other way. This was the woman opposite King Kong. You know, this was Fay Ray. This was Jessica Lange of her day. And now, yeah, let's fix her. This is the closest to her hairstyle.
Jessica Lange still looks pretty good.
Yeah. Here we go. Messy bob. This is what we should expect from Brie Larson. But see, I got to put some smile on her. But we're not gonna see any of that. So let's fix that. We'll never see that on Brie Larson again. Oh, there we go. That's what we can come to expect. Make sure it's as flat as possible. I'm pretty sure she's gonna wrap her titties up now, whatever her next role is.
Be nice.
I am nice. I tried very hard to help Brie Larson with her career. She was America's sweetheart. Well, anyway, as you all know, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of this planet. So I have to wear this, a glove, so that I do not transfer any more of my filth to this otherwise clean page. And speaking of filth, why don't you come with us, Bree? And your bikini. Yes, I'm wearing a bikini, just casually sitting on the floor of my office. Just like just like every other American girl, you know? Hey, Bree, usually you wear this on a beach or next to a pool. No. I'm Brie Larson. I wear it in my office. This way no one sees me.
Oh, Bree.
Oh, Bree, we hardly knew thee. Oh, hey, Irving, camera one, would you do me a favor and zoom into around here? We really don't need to see this much of Brie Larson. And actually, this looks like a photo from before she did her ass. Oh, no, she's got some stomach muscles there. Maybe that is her new body. All right, zooming in here. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of hard work for Irving.
He's up to it.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
My drunken photographer. He's still shaking. He's got the DTs.
That's not true.
Irving, could you? There we go. Thank you. Now I got to get your wire out of the way, Irving, because it's really troublesome. There we go. Let's get to work here. It's only we're only reaching the 43-minute mark, and I haven't done any work whatsoever. I've just started doing a little bit of work, and now we already have to come up with the title. Our candidates are Bree like you will never see her again, or I was going to go Farewell America. Here we go. Farewell to America's sweetheart, Brie Larson. Farewell, Brie Larson. The redesigns I did on Bree for Captain Marvel. I wanted to put her in an outfit that showed off her new stomach muscles and showed off her ass and her new ass. But nope. But actually, when you think about it, in the comic book, the Captain Marvel character does have sort of that hairstyle. It's just blonde. So maybe Bree still is holding out the idea that someone will want to see her in that role again. I would say generally it hurt her career more than helped it. And she went up against an audience who were not going to accept mediocrity. And unfortunately, she also inherited some filmmakers who did nothing but mediocrity. So poor Bree was just the actress.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate part of it.
But Bree's not blameless in this. She did go out there and poke the bear.
Yeah, but even so.
I still would like to give her the benefit of the doubt because, well, she's just a stupid ball of fluff Hollywood actress. You can't expect her to have too much of a brain. Right, Rob Reiner? Rob forgot
Leave Rob alone.
Rob forgot he was a stupid actor and thought he had opinions worth listening to. And those opinions were just something drilled into his head by, I hate to put it this way, but by people who were simply wrong, the losers of the 20th century. It's a happy time when you get to draw and you see that perhaps your country is fixing itself. America does that. After Watergate, we had a new spirit of hope and optimism because the president actually resigned after doing what we thought was something bad. And we thought no one was above the law. America followed the rule of law. It was a fantastic bit of self-correction that you would see nowhere else in the world, just about. And while we were all rather ashamed of the whole thing, thought it was a horrible era that we were going through, it was actually a spectacular era, the Watergate era. And then the Clintons came. And the whole idea of the rule of law was thrown out the window. Hey, come with us, Bree, Bikini Bree.
Bikini Bree.
This is Bikini Bree. She's sitting by the side. I'm sure she's got like a small little pool, for her feet to wait. Put her. Sorry, for this is Bree Larson. A small little pool to put her feet into.
Oh, no. Oh no!
I was going to say like a foot bath, but then I remembered that Brie Larson's foot is huge. She's got like a size 20 shoe. So rather than buy her a pool, she'd buy like a little pool, whatever.
Leave Brie alone. Leave Brie alone.
Leave Brie Larson alone. Don't worry. We'll leave Brie Larson alone. When she cut her hair, I think someone tweeted, has anyone checked Ryan Kimmel for suicide watch?
Oh yeah.
Ryan Kimmel. Well, what happened is Brie Larson once liked one of Ryan Kimmel's tweets, and suddenly Ryan thinks to himself, "Oh, I got a chance with her."
I don't think he really thought he had a chance to go but everybody else hyped it up and made it amusing.
And Ryan, of course, is looking at the breasts and the butt, and she's kind of cute, but the whole package, I don't think you would want to stick with very long, Ryan. This is the sort of California gal that has ruined poor Mr. Scott Adams' life. This is the sort of woman you're going to get over there, Scott. Maybe you should leave the state. A lot of people have left California because of taxes, or crime, or just real estate prices, homelessness. I think the best reason to leave California is the women.
Hey. Crank down on misogyny. Let's, get it out of.
That's not misogyny. I love women. I just don't love Californian women.
You don't even know that many California women.
The Beach Boys famously sang, "You just can't be California girls," about California girls. Yeah, California girls are.
All right. Anyway, you've
a lot to deal with. These are women who will never be happy. And therefore, if you're with them, you will never be happy. So I, for one, will celebrate the fall of Hollywood. 1, 2, 3.
You're not alone. There are quite a few people doing that.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to do Farewell to America's Sweetheart. Whether we'll put Brie Larson's name in the title or not, I can't say. So we're putting this out on the new Fido channel, which I was told it was a good idea to separate the dailies, which are all less than a minute, and these, which are generally over an hour and a half. Because when you have videos that are a minute long and videos that are an hour and a half long, YouTube has to average the time that people view you between those two things. And they'll get
Doesn't want to do that.
well. It gets really confused. It expects all of your videos to be about the same length, so you're comparing apples to apples. If you have an hour and a half video and someone only watches a minute of it, well, that doesn't
bode well.
Bode well for you. Fido, a little happy look on his face. Fido's the eternal instigator. There's no reason for him to be playing chess with Closet Cat like this.
Oh.
He's just evil. He's the eternal instigator. We would have women very much like Brie Larson in college, and they were otherwise, they were the classical pretty blonde who will butch their hair up and ugly themselves up, wear these big heavy sweaters, and kind of try to look serious and intelligent when they were none of the sort. And that's the stage Bree's going into now. Is it a good career move? I wouldn't know. I'm not a.
It might be for a role, so it could be.
Yeah, she's never gonna be a sex symbol. She's never gonna. This is never gonna work for Bree. But she can claim that she's an Oscar-winning actress, and she acted opposite a lot of these great stars, including King Kong. And she has enough money to produce some of her own shit. If any of that shit she produces herself is successful, well, then she's set for life. Bree's at the point in her career where she just needs one thing to really hit big, and well, her career is made.
She's already got an Oscar.
Yeah, I know, but she doesn't have a success.
True.
So that's what she's going to aim for now. She'll probably do the right thing. She'll find something that's written really well. She'll probably get a really good director and make a run at making something good. So while I miss our sex symbol Bree, I hope she does something good with her career. I wish her well. But farewell to America, sweetheart. Now let's get up there. Oh, put it on the board. Let's see. Can you see that? Not really. Irving, do some better camera work. Farewell to America's sweetheart, Bree, Larson. All right, back down there, Irving. That's not even close to level. I mean, really, pal. Oh well, I can't really look at the screen much longer. Let's just finish this one. So we're in pretty good shape as far as the comic strip goes, Christmas-wise. I still have to write something for the 17th and 18th of this month, which probably won't be too much of a problem. Then we get into Cat Boss in his Santa suit, which will bring us up to Christmas. Traditionally on Christmas time, Fido knocks over the Christmas tree and opens all the gifts.
Yes, he does.
But now this will be our first Christmas with Closet Cat. So, does Closet Cat get gifts? Does Closet Cat leave the closet? And I've already done the joke last year, or a couple of years ago, where they gave Felicia an empty box. I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever gotten. Yeah, that's what cats are. So. I'm not quite sure what we're doing this year.
I'm trying to mix it up.
Well, Fido has to tear down the Christmas tree and open all the gifts by Christmas morning. You ruined Christmas again. I almost drew Felicia with 5 tufts of hair up back. She only has 3. It's good that you pay attention to the penciling while you're doing it. All right. And there's Closet Cat. He's surveying the board, wondering what he could have done to prevent the Queen from teleporting.
Could he have done anything?
Well, he's still learning. He's still learning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's always good to train cats while they're young, so that they come to expect that the universe is set against them. 1, 2, 3. And his feet just sort of disappear underneath the signature here, so that's that. Tail off the end of the table. Sorry, off the chair. And we have that one penciled. Oh, nice. What are we doing on time? We're almost an hour. We're going to try to keep these to about an hour this way. Perhaps we can fool YouTube into thinking that we have an organized channel here.
We're better organized than we used to be.
Yep, we're never going to see that ass again.
Oh, be nice.
Thank you for joining Fido Live number 125. I hope to see you all again next week. Let's end the Rumble stream.
Bye.
And we end the YouTube stream.
Bye.
There you are.